Before Solana meme coin season returns, we want to be ready to catch the next 100x gems, and that's why in this video, we will provide you with 5 tools that could help you to find and trade Solana meme coins. So, before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. Now, to start off with, my friends, we're going to take you through each and every protocol step by step, and therefore we're going to give you a rough tutorial on each and every single one of them. However, it's down to you to, of course, use them however you wish, and therefore the first tool that we're going to introduce you to is Solsniffer, aka Solana Sniffer. Now, as you can see here, guys, we've got a cool little user interface. It's going to show you the Solana price, it's going to show you the fear and greed index of the entire market, and it's going to also show you trending tokens. Not only that, but down below you can also see a bubble map of the best cryptocurrencies within the Solana ecosystem. Not just meme coins, but you can track it down by hour, day, week, or month. So you can see here we've got Trump, we've got Solana, we've got Drift, we've got Ponky, Parcel, X, Y, and Z. But you can see the biggest crypto meme coins and biggest cryptocurrencies within the entirety of Solana right here in a bubble format. This is in the last 24 hours, but you can also filter it down by the last month, of which if you wanted to select one as well, such as Pengu, here you could actually get a better breakdown of the entire token. So we can see the sniff score of which it rates it, and we'll get more into that in a second. You can see the chart, you can see the volume, you can see everything about it. If you go to the more info section, it will take you over to the scanner, of which it will tell you everything that you need to know. And we can access this by going to the sniff token section. It doesn't have to actually be just the Pudgy Penguins token, but as you can see here, guys, over 7.23 million tokens have been scanned over on Solsniffer. 152,000 unique tokens have been scanned. Total issues found 7.23 million, unique tokens scanned 1.5. Total issues found 7.48, risk tokens detected 1.3. So guys, you can see some fantastic statistics here, of which this Soul Sniffer helps to prevent rugs from happening and from you getting in on the wrong project. Now, although guys, this is not going to be the most accurate information, and of course you must take this all with a pinch of salt. Like we've shown you just a second ago, we can use Pudgy Penguins as an example, or if you scroll down, you can pick any of the meme coins down below. Or if you wanted to, guys, I will show you how to search one in a second. But just as a tutorial, let's go back to this Pudgy Penguins one, which we can see here, guys. Supposedly, it's got a high risk due to the private wallet holding significant supply. So what that means is a large portion of the token's total supply is held in a few private wallets, posing a risk of market manipulation or sudden price impacts due to large unanticipated sell-offs. So guys, this is something that you'd want to keep an eye on. You'd want to take a look at all of those top wallets, see sort of what wallets they are, see if they are just holding Pengu and if they look like they're about to dump. Down below you can see that for the same with the top 20. Risks is unknown in liquidity pools, so moderate risk. Participation in liquidity pools that are not well known or vested poses risks of impermanent loss, scams, or rug pulls. Keep that in mind. Newly deployed contracts lack a proven track record, posing risks of undiscovered vulnerabilities, insufficient security audits, or untested economic models. Low risk. Then all the other one, guys, you can see the low risk, and then all the other ones which are completely fine and have got the green tick, which is the majority of them. So guys, this is a nice place to get started on research on any meme coin out there. You can also see, guys, if we'll go back to the Solana dashboard and we go to sniff tokens, here we can either pick out another one, guys, or let me show you how to search and track your own meme coin and conduct a mini audit using Solsniffer. So for example, if I was over on CoinMarketCap and I was on the Solana ecosystem of CoinMarketCap and I was to pick out a random token, let's just say we picked out a meme coin that we find here. I don't know, it could very well be this turbo meme coin. All I'm going to do is I'm now going to go to the left hand side, I'm going to get the Solana address and I'm going to take it over to Solsniffer. Up the top, guys, if you search in the search bar and paste the address, you're going to see that the token will come up, Turbo, which as you can see, we are now going to open it up and see all of the details from Solsniffer. Sniff score 49 out of 100. Mintable risk detected, that is one we want to keep an eye out. Top 20 wallets, large portion of LP is unlocked, that's not a good one to have, so that is high risk. A significant portion of the LP is in circulation, which can result in a significant withdrawal of liquidity, aka a rug pull. Now, guys, you can see the exact same details as we did with Pudgy Penguins, so basically you want to keep an eye out on all of these, make note of them, because of course if you're going to be getting one of these meme coins, you want to know the ins and outs of it, and that's why I love to use Solsniffer. Now, we're not going to use this platform all day, guys, because we could be here all day, and I'm just going to leave it for you guys to explore and use yourself. However, you can also sniff wallets. So for example, if you were tracking a whale address or a meme coin trader, you can very well do so on Solsniffer. So if, for example, guys, we head over to DEXScreener, which will come back here shortly. I'm going to pick out a random meme coin. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the top traders. I'm going to pull this up. And as you can see, guys, we want to find ones with the biggest profit and loss. So for example, if I do this one, this guy made $29,000. If, for example, I get his wallet address, which we can see here, I'm now going to take that over to Solsniffer. Next, I'm going to again go into the search bar and paste the wallet address. As you can see, it's going to load up and it's going to scan it and give us a good update on all the information we need to know about the wallet. But friends, if you want to track wallets, I'll leave that to you guys to decide. However, we're now going to move on to the next tool of this video, which is going to be DEXScreener. And what would we do without DEXScreener if we were trading meme coins? This is the home of meme coins and cryptocurrencies, basically in the DGEM world, across every single network, not even just Solana. And as we can see here, guys, if you don't know what DEXScreener is, you can see a constant feed of new cryptocurrencies that are continuously coming out on the Solana network and every single network out there. So first step, guys, is on the left hand side, we want to filter it down to the Solana network, which is going to show us all of the Solana cryptocurrencies right now. And you can see and filter them down by whichever metric that you wish. Whether or not that's the most transactions, whether or not that's the largest market cap, which you'd see Pudgy Penguins, Pump, Fartcoin, Troll, Vine, you can see other ones, even those which aren't even meme coins. So we're not going to give you a full breakdown and tutorial on DEXScreener, as we'd probably be here for around half an hour just showing you DEXScreener. However, we're going to briefly show you exactly what it's used for. For example, guys, the best way to get started is if you're looking for new meme coins, then you're going to be using certain filters. And if you go over to the section on the right hand side where it says filters, here, you're going to want to search for all of the different metrics that you are looking for. So it might be you want a certain amount of liquidity in a pool, which would be important. So you would input the correct liquidity. Next, if you're looking for certain market caps, so if you're looking for ultra low market caps that may have just come out from a launch pad, you would do so by inputting the market caps. Also the FDV, the pair age, if you want brand new meme coins that have come out in the last 5 minutes, you can do so. If you wanted to check out the most transactions and buys and sells, you can do so, because of course we want to trade volume when it comes to meme coins. However, guys, in a future video, we'll cover how to trade meme coins with precision using protocols like DEXScreener. However, like we said, these tools are here just for you guys to get started and get yourselves acquainted with them, because these are top tools that we all need. So guys, take a look at all the filters, customize them however you wish, mess around with them, and then of course in the future we'll provide you with filters of which will help you to find those 100x meme coins. Nonetheless, going back, guys, we can also see that we can filter it down by the top gainers, the latest pairs, whether or not that's in the last 24 hours, the last hour, or even the most newest ones, which we can see 16 seconds ago, 36 seconds ago, 1 minute ago, ... Guys, you know what the Solana meme coin world is like. It is absolutely insane. It is 24/7. It is non-stop. However, now that you know how to filter it and customize it however you wish, all I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to very simply just pick out a random meme coin from here. So for example, if we just showed you this just meme coin, if for example you go to the right hand side, you can now see all of the metrics. So $86,000 in liquidity, and the good sign is apparently it's got its liquidity pool locked. Next, you can see the FDV, which is the fully diluted valuation, which is 456,000. You can see the market cap of 456k, the amount of volume in the last 24 hours, 31,000 transactions, and then down below you're going to see a mini audit from DEXScreener, which is no mintable, no freezable, and then here, guys, you're going to see the token address, which you could take over to buy on a decentralized exchange, or of course take it over to Solsniffer, come up here, and then very simply sniff out the token and see what of course is going on and whether or not it's worth getting. So cool thing is, guys, here we can see just Mooncoin. We can see all of the details. It's even got a better score than Pudgy Penguins apparently, but a private wallet holds significant supply. The risks in unknown liquidity pools are moderate risk, low LP provided count, and recently deployed contracts. So that means it is brand new and it gives it a low risk tag. So other than that, guys, we can now go back over to DEXScreener. That was just a quick brief example of how I use Solsniffer. Next, other things that I like to look at, if I pull up this bar down here, first of all, we can see all of the transactions. Now, this is something you want to keep an eye out. Are people buying? Are people selling? Are we seeing bots selling the same amount, just slowly dumping over time? We want to take a look at all of this. And the best part about DEXScreener is, guys, well, not the best part, but another cool part I like, is that we can see here that this guy is a fish. This guy is a plankton. This guy is a whale. So you can see basically they give you a little tag within a little fish, showing you whether or not you are a large buyer, a large seller, or even just a small buyer like a fish. However, Guys, in the top traders section here, we're going to want to take a look at the top wallets to see who's made the most profit, because we're going to also want to track down these wallets, which I'll show you another tool shortly. However, also just by tracking these wallets, guys, you might find other meme coin opportunities. If they're making 10 grand here and 10 grand on another meme coin, maybe they know something that others don't. They might be an insider, and then by tracking these wallets and trading with these wallets, you could very well join them as well. But of course, conduct your own research, guys. We are not financial advisors. We do not give any financial advice whatsoever, and use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. But on the right hand side of the top traders now, guys, we've got a new section called coals, and this is basically influencers. And although there's nothing to see here right now, some of these meme coins and protocols that you'll see across DEXScreener will have coals that are listed. However, on the right of that, you've got the holders. So here, guys, you can see who's holding the most amount of these tokens. So one wallet address is holding 8.59% of the entire supply. Guys, that could crash and burn this meme coin down to zero. 1.77% large value. Guys, this is actually quite a bit. And what you'd want to do is, on bubble maps, for example, you can see if there's any clusters. Now, this is fantastic. So because right now we're not seeing any clusters between any of these addresses, it is a good sign. And clusters mean basically if any of these wallets or bubbles, for example, are connected with one another, it means, of course, that they are most likely the same person and could very well dump their entire supply, whether or not that's 20%, 30%, X, Y, and Z. But guys, we're not going to go into that right now, but you can go and do all your research on DEXScreener here, guys. There's so many tools. If you know how to read charts and do charts and whatever, you can use all of the tools provided on DEXScreener, just like TradingView and all of your other trading applications. Guys, this is one of the most awesome platforms out there, and I absolutely love it. I'm on here every single day. You can check out things such as multi-charts, new pairs, X, Y, and Z. So get yourselves acquainted with DEXScreener, because it is a tool that everyone should have in their toolbox. Nonetheless, let's move on to number 3, and this is going to be Birdeye, and this is another one of my favorites, guys. They've got some new features which you can check out here. We'll leave that down to you. However, just like Solsniffer, you can also see this big bubble map of the biggest and largest cryptocurrencies within the Solana ecosystem, and of course you can filter it down to other networks such as Sui, Ethereum, BNB chain, which is awesome, and many other networks such as AVAX and so on. But we're here for Solana. So once we're here, guys, you can see all of the top cryptocurrencies which are down in the last 24 hours, week, X, Y, and Z. You can see Troll is up 815%, which is crazy. Some of these I've never even seen before, so this is wicked to see. Down below, guys, awesome little section, we've got the find gems section. So if you want to do it by top volume, by top gainers, here we can see all of the top movers. So for example, Trump, Fartcoin, Mooncat, JLP, Rex, Pump, ... Do all of your research, guys. You can see the largest trades recently as well. So for example, someone swapped 12,000 Fartcoin into 2.82 million Pump tokens. Down below, 88 Sol into 100,000 Troll. Down below that, 3.24 million Nailong into 111 Sol. So that guy made some nice profits. Jitto Sol, Troll, ... Guys, you can see the largest trades, and I think this is an awesome section. If, for example, you wanted to filter it down by over $1 million, this guy right here sold 7,400 Sol into 1.29 million USDC 39 minutes ago from recording this video. An hour ago, 2 million USDC into Sol. Everyone seems to be selling their USDC into Sol, well, most people anyway, and you have also got these large buyers selling into 10 horse, which I don't know exactly what this is, so be careful, guys, because obviously $1.2 trillion is not accurate. However, on the left, guys, you can also see trending tokens. So what's trending right now? Spark, Clippy, Pump, Wrap Bitcoin, Dupe, X, Y, and Z. And of course, guys, this is just the homepage. So this is only just the beginning. Next, you can go to Launch Explorer. Here, this is going to show you all of the Launchpad meme coins of which have just come out from either Pump Fund, Let's Bonk Fund, so many more such as Moonshot, Moonit, Believe App, Wave Breaks, ... Guys, there are so many different Launchpads here nowadays. You can see them all, Radium as well. And therefore, you can see where they've derived from, whether or not that's Bonk Launchpad or whatever. So you can see them by market cap, liquidity, the 24-hour volume, the 24-hour transactions, the largest trades as well. Scroll down, just take a look, guys. You might find yourself a thriving meme coin of which could be the next big 1000x play. Who knows? This is the Launch Explorer. Up next, in the Explore section, guys, you can see new gems section, which you want to find gems. Of course, that's what we're here for. So another section of which you can do lovely filters, top views, top watches, top transactions. Here, guys, you can filter them down however you like. by all means do your own research. Like I said, I'm not going to give you a full tutorial for each one. However, next guys, you can do the trader boards. So for example, if you wanted to zoom into wallets, so I don't know if you had a wallet in mind, if we go back over to DEXScreener for example and find a Solana meme coin, if for example we pick up this Rex one, come down below, let's find ourselves a top trader with good profit. Let's choose this guy as a tutorial, coming over to Solscan for a second, copying that, coming back over to Birdeye, once again pasting it. Next it's going to pop up. Here guys, we can see the wallet value, we can see the breakdown of how much volume they've done, the profit and loss, so we can see that they've actually lost 2,800, and of course they've done 115 trades in the last week. You can see what they made their money on, what they've got their assets in, where they're doing all their trading, so you can see that they've been trading on Pump Fund. You can see everything down below guys. This guy is active, and of course you can pretty much do this with any wallet out there. Absolutely awesome feature guys, and just take a look at this trading section as well to find the latest trades, of which you can come over here and then very well get this trader address and do the same thing over on the explore section, just like I shown you, by finding and tracking those wallets. Next guys, they've also got some other features of which you can use, but we're not really going to do that because it's not going to help you find meme coins on Solana. However, if you would like to check those out in the future, we'll come back with a full tutorial. But for now, this is Birdeye, and this is one of my favorite platforms to use, and you're going to love it too. I hope so anyway. So moving on to number 4, we were just over here, and this is Solscan. This is the home explorer of the Solana network, and in my opinion, this is probably the most important tool out there because we can see everything regarding the Solana network and every single metric that we would ever need. Whether or not that's total transactions, whether or not that is analytics for specific things. For example, if we go over to the Solana network guys, here we can see all of the data about Solana. But what we want to do is we want to now go up to the leaderboard, check out the token section, which here we're going to see who's got the biggest market caps. We're going to see who's got the most holders, which we can filter. So for example, I don't know what this kin is, but apparently it's got 62 million holders. Maybe they did an airdrop, but down below you can see Cat with Hat with 1.5 billion holders, Bonk with almost 1 million holders, Jup with almost 912,000 holders. We've got Official Trump, Pudgy Penguins, Walcom, GMT guys. You'd basically be able to come over here, see which meme coins and cryptocurrencies have the biggest holders. Not only that, but you can see the best transfers. So in the last day, 7 days or 30 days, whatever you guys want. This will be all the most accurate information. Next on the DEX trading section guys, we can see the total trade value for any cryptocurrency. So for example, Fartcoin and Trump were the top 2 meme coins of which were traded in the last 24 hours. In the last month, you can do the same filter. Very simply check it out. As you can see, Fartcoin was number 1, and then down below you'd be able to see which other ones came next. Not only that guys, but the cool part is that Solscan also has a DeFi section above. So here, if you go to DeFi, you're going to see all of these launch pads, DEXs, DEX aggregators, and so on. And for example, if you were to go over to the pump one, here, as you can see the total volume, the TVL, the number of trading in the last 24 hours, in the last week, in the last 30 days, X, Y, and Z. So you can see there's been a slight increase and decrease for pump fund users. However, down below you can also see what most people are buying. So this would be a great place to see, oh look, maybe everyone's trading this meme coin, maybe that might be the best one. Or look, that guy's put $10,000 into it. Oh look, X, Y, and Z guys, it's all dependent on what you think is going to be the next runner. Of course, I'm not a fortune teller, so I can't tell you which one is. However, this is a great place to get yourselves acquainted with because you can see all of the value, which is the volume of which they are getting these meme coins. So wrapped soul into 8-bit or wrapped soul into Smisky, that one seems to be popular. I've seen that a few times here with the serious volume, and therefore if you wanted to do this guys, come over here, take a look at all the transactions on Pump. Also check out another platform, I don't know, it could be Orca, whatever you guys want. If they're trading meme coins that you recognize or think, oh, that sounds fun and interesting, by all means check it out. However, guys, that is very well Solscan, and we could be here for hours checking out Solscan because it really has some in-depth analytics, but we'll leave that for you guys to check out. Up next on the list, and the last one on the list, and this is going to be RugCheck, one of my favorite platforms out there. RugCheck enables us to conduct mini audits, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So going back over to DEXScreener, which we've come over to a few times, and you can see the relevance and importance of DEXScreener. Never mind that, but if we go over and pick a random meme coin, guys, we're going to scroll down and pick this one. After that, we're going to scroll down on the right hand side, select the address. We're going to come back over to RugCheck, and as you can see in the search bar, we want to paste what we've just copied. Click check, and as you can see, my friends, we've got a risk analysis and a mini audit of which we can check out. So 7 out of 100. Therefore, apparently it's a good risk analysis, and down below you can see everything regarding supply, the amount of holders, the LP, X, Y, and Z, where all the liquidity is at, if it's locked. So you can see 99.95%, $488,000 in liquidity is locked. Now, what meme coin is this? I didn't really even take a look. However, it is doing pretty well, guys, looking at those charts. Have I found a crazy one? Apparently I have. I mean, looking at those charts, guys, that is insane. This one's been around since 2024. Wow. Okay, have I found myself a winner? I have no idea. I would come over here, take a look at the X, do some research myself, guys. Do I think this is a winner? I have no idea. Is it worth getting? I have no idea, guys, but you can take a look at the X, do your own research, X, Y, and Z. Nonetheless, going back over to RugCheck, you can see all of the details regarding the token, well, as much as possible. Sometimes they provide more information. So, for example, here, you can see the top holders, and this is something you'd want to keep an eye on. 6.7%, which is the liquidity pool. Down below, this guy's got 20 billion tokens. I don't know if that's another LP, but that's 4% of the supply. Guys, there's a lot of big wallets here which could dump it down to zero. So be very cautious if you are in here. Here it even says insider network. So this is also very crucial, guys, because it could also be an indicator that there are insiders behind Rismas. However, you can also see the community sentiment. So people think this one's bullish. You can also vote if it's bearish, but bear in mind, this is only by using the analytics of RugCheck. If we go back over to the homepage of RugCheck, you can go into the token section. Then here you'll be able to see the most recently verified. So you can come over to VGC, take a look at that, guys, come back over and you can take a look at the most bullish community votes. So for example, this anime one is VGC, X, Y, and Z, they're all popping up. And then down below again, you can check out the newest tokens and most viewed. So for example, everyone seems to be checking out Rover. What is this? I have no idea, but we could very well get the address, take it over to DEXScreener, search, paste, father of bonk. Let's see what this is all about. 234k market cap, pretty new as well. It's only just come out yesterday, so you would come over here, do your research. If you like his X page and you like it, by all means you can do so. If not, guys, you know exactly how to conduct your own research, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Now friends, thank you so much for tuning in. That is 5 tools of which you can use to check out Solana meme coins, do your own research, and stay ahead of the game. In the future, we'll be back with part 2, guys, because there are more tools that we can use to upgrade our game. If you would like a full deep dive on any single tool, or if you'd like us to show you some examples, let us know in the comment section down below and we'd be happy to help. Now friends, thank you so much for tuning in once again, and we'll see you in the next video.